Have you learnt about technologies from the process of constructing this product? Looking back at my prelim task, it's obvious to see that I had very little camera experience as the shots were very shaky. I cut off people's heads and the quality of my mini-film in general wasn't very good. However, when we started filming our movie opening, we had a lot of practice in doing different shots and learnt a lot more about how to position the camera to do these different shots. For example, we used a high angle shot, but we put the camera on a tripod on a surface higher up and tilted it down at an angle. I also learnt about which equipment to use. For example, in our car scene, we decided not to follow the car along the road with the use of dolly wheels, because when we did a test shot with the dolly wheels, they made a lot of noise and made the camera image look very jumpy. So instead, we positioned the camera and simply turned the camera around to follow the car. I never had the opportunity to use a Mac before we started editing, and so it was a new experience for me. With the use of the Mac, I learned how to cut clips to get rid of the bits you don't need, how to mute the clips, how to insert Foley over the top of the video clips, which proved a challenge as we also had to sync the sounds with the person's lips. Also, from editing I learned how to change the hue or saturation of the colour of our clips to make them look darker, to fit the genre of our movie, which was horror. However, an issue with the Apple Macs is that they're very different to a normal Microsoft computer, what I normally use. The buttons are in different places, and to copy and paste you have to use Command instead, which I occasionally got muddled up. However, I overcame this problem through the process of simply learning and building up knowledge of the Macs, and through my experiences I got used to how different the Macs were to the normal computers. Having and using a blog was a challenge at first. This is because I've never had a blog or used Blogger before. A challenge was how to embed things onto my blog, such as YouTube videos and prezzies. This became easier the more I embedded things onto my blog. I also learnt about the range of different sites available on the internet to make my blog entries more fun and exciting. Therefore, I furthered my knowledge of the World Wide Web, which will be useful in the future. As a girl in our year at school composed our theme piano music, we decided that we only wanted to use the beginning of this competition, repeated over and over again. Therefore, we used GarageBand to cut and paste the same bit over and over. I now know from this experience how to cut and paste on GarageBand, as it made the beginning of our competition run over smoothly, repetitively. I also downloaded the Blogger app onto my iPhone so I could post my ideas when I was out and about. I used this while we were doing our editing so I could record or take pictures of some of the processes and put them directly onto my blog. This was reasonably easy to use as it had a simple layout and I didn't need to use it that often.